first video blog, and I am currently in the process of deciding if I am going to go through with weight loss surgery. I am currently looking into the sleeve, the gastric sleeve, and I started this journey in September 2019, and we are currently in November. Today's November, I need to say today's date. I think it's November 13th. It's 14th, November 14th, 2019. So once everything is completed with the process of my checklist, by the mid of December, I could then actually decide, hey, if I'm going to really follow through or not, and schedule my surgery date. I've kind of been contemplating. My intuition is telling me to create a video blog for myself through this process, and also for other people. I noticed that a lot of people have actually had the surgery, and some people are very boisterous. You'll find them online, social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and then you find a lot of people who've actually had the surgery and you have no idea, and for whatever personal reason they decided to keep it quiet, keep it between themselves and close people, and definitely I respect that. I feel that me sharing this new journey with a couple of close people, co-workers, I was quite surprised that some people are already contemplating it as well. Now, myself, I've been contemplating it for 7 years, and this year, I really started to think serious about it. Actually, all year. Since January, I've been actually thinking serious about it. So definitely this is not a decision I'm making off the whim. I'm very much aware what it's going to entail for me to follow through on this journey and to be successful in it. And so I noticed that I have the gift of transparency. Most times I'm very confident in my decisions. At all of us, we have those times we second guess, which is nothing wrong with it. You just want to make sure. And I'm one who does that a lot. So I thought, how about if I share my journey and be transparent to other people who've been considering it too? So here's to my first video vlog, and the first of many, and we're just gonna start with that. So I'm actually on the way right now to one of my psych appointments that's on the checklist, and I'm very interested in what this appointment is gonna entail, and how it's gonna go with the psychiatrist. I'm very much interested in continuing seeing a psychiatrist through this process. I think that many of us, issues are more mental, we're human. And it's all about the programming in our brain. It all goes back to the beginning, of how our brains were programmed as a child. And I want to make sure that my psyche is on point, so I can see this through, boo. I got to see this through. And my reasoning even for this weight loss surgery is not just to look cute in clothes, because I feel like I look cute now as a big girl. When I get it together, honey, I get it together. Okay, I do. I will say, after having my daughter 3 years ago, I've noticed that I've gained a little bit more weight since having her, and just the life stressors, getting married, having a child, trying to juggle all those extra duties, it has become very challenging to find time or the energy to do X, Y, and Z. And that added excess weight that I've gained from having my daughter has definitely weighed on me, where, you know, I look cute, but sometimes I don't feel as comfortable anymore wearing those heels or wearing the wedges or putting on those pair of jeans. It's not fitting or feeling the way that I want to feel. And what took the cake for me is, you know, wanting to actually going to the amusement park with my daughter and husband and family, and not being able to get on some of those kiddie rides with my daughter. I never felt that my weight hindered me. I never felt that my weight stopped me from finding a man to spend my life with. I never felt that my weight hindered me in any way, shape, or form. Honey, honey, having my baby, standing up at Hershey Park, and knowing I couldn't fit up in that little plane with my daughter. It hit just another little core in me that had never hit before. Or being in Costa Rica with my husband on our honeymoon, and him wanting to zip line, and I wanted to zip line, but I was a little shaky, boo-boo. I was wondering, like, I'm hitting that weight limit. Not only was I hitting it, I actually exceeded it. I passed the weight limit on it. My weight's past what the weight limit was, but I didn't want my husband to know that. I was to a point I didn't want him to know. So I let him know I was knocking on that weight limit door. And that's why I decided not to do it. But in actuality, I was over that limit. And you know, I've been a very outgoing person, and this year to know that there was 2 things, and even what else I wanted to do this year, 3. It was 3 things. I fly. I want to do I fly. It's a weight limit. Why not want to do those before? I don't know why I didn't want to do things like that before. I always did though. But my husband, he is adventurous, and I'm quite adventurous, but my weight has been hindering those adventurous activities. So I wanted to live, and I was knocking on 40, just turned 40 a few months ago, and I've been battling this journey now for 20 years, over 20 years actually, because I remember at 13 years old, I wasn't overweight as 13, but I was always a thick girl, you know. I was never a skinny girl. Oh, I was skinny in elementary school, but when I started hitting puberty, I'd say late middle school to high school, I started to gain some weight. But I remember at 13 years old asking my parents for a stepper, honey. I was doing the Jane Fonda workouts then, you know, trying to keep things together. You know, I remember even in high school, I think around 16 years old, I was at least 170 pounds. I was 170 pounds around 16 years old. I was doing 200 sit-ups a night, and I thought I was big as a house. And I had to be about 16, 17 years old. So I was about 170 pounds, about 16, 17 years old, and doing a good 200 sit-ups a night. And I thought I was big as a house. Now at 40, honey, I would love to see 175, 180, hell, 190. So here's to my journey, and a journey that I will be succeeding. And I'm open to any questions that you have, and I thank you for tagging along on this journey with me. So talk to you soon. Toodles.